What's going on, guys? ShadowNinja here, and we are talking some Destiny 2. We have a weapons, or at least a God Roll video for a weapon called the Call. This is basically Indebted Kindness 2.0, but Strand. As you already can imagine with what I said, this is an incredible weapon that is going to be a must-have. Like, guys, get this shit. It is so damn good. One of the best archetypes in the game, and the origin trait makes it even better than Indebted Kindness in my opinion, but that obviously is a opinion. Some people may feel differently, which is perfectly fine. Please don't yell at me in the comments. But with that being said, we'll go over all the things of how you get this weapon, all the perk selections, even a God Roll you may want to craft. Yes, you can craft this weapon, but I will admit the God Roll is still subject to change. Now, in terms of spoilers, we won't be talking about any spoilers, so if you guys haven't finished the campaign, don't worry about that. Everything will be vague, including the post-campaign content like vendors and things like that, even quests. Everything will be vague enough to just say, hey, you can get it through a quest after the campaign, and that's about it. So with that being said, before we jump into all that information, if you guys enjoyed this content and want more content from me, definitely please consider hitting that subscribe button and hitting that bell to be notified for when I do drop more content, because with Destiny 2, the final shape out, and me playing the shit out of it and trying to do everything, even after a crazy, hectic week, there are tons of videos to make and tons of content to have, so you just definitely don't want to miss all that juicy stuff. But with that all out the way, let's talk about how to obtain this weapon. Now, this is a Pale Heart location weapon, and fortunately, unlike the Neo-Numa weapons, this is much easier to get. Honestly, I almost had this crafted before I even finished the campaign. I know that is crazy to say. I was just getting a luck of the draw beyond belief. But yeah, this was pretty damn frequent, and the drops I were getting was for some reason always red border. I'm not gonna really, get mad at my RNG, because I definitely think it's on the luckier side. But altogether, yeah. You get this through the campaign potentially. You can get this through the vendor if you focus this weapon via a Pale Heart engram, and then you can get it with the Pale Heart location activity. There's an activity that basically gives you a chance at a red border. It's not specific, I don't think. Maybe it is. Maybe they might name it, but also I don't think so. I think it's just a chance at the weapon via a completion of that activity. And that activity itself is actually pretty easy, nothing too crazy. And then there is another vendor that has a quest that gives you a guaranteed red border drop. So definitely don't miss out on that one. But yeah, that's the multiple different ways you can get this weapon. Pretty damn easy. So with that being said, let's jump in and talk about all the perks of Indebted Kindness 2.0, because like I said before, you're gonna want this. So for one, here on screen is all the perks that can roll with this weapon. We'll be reading this from right to left. We'll be labeling it so you guys can follow. Now, all the way to the right, we have the origin trait. Honestly, this is one of the best in the game, if not the best in the game. Final blows with this weapon grant a small amount of super energy, as you can imagine right there. That is incredible. And if you guys equip multiple weapons from the Pale Heart, this increases this effect. So yeah, use Pale Heart weapons. In my opinion, I was using a straight 3 set of dealer's choice weapons. So the auto rifle, the LMG, and this sidearm. And I was getting my super back pretty damn quick. So use multiple, maybe not 3 in content that matters, but yeah, it's pretty damn good. Now, over in column 4, we have One for All, Desperate Measures, Adrenaline Junkie, Vorpal Weapon, Golden Tricorn, Multi-Kill Clip, and Hatchling. Next to that, in column 3, we have Subsistence. We have a brand new perk, Strategist. Nothing too much there to talk about, nothing too crazy. I'll maybe talk about it if it really means something in a future video, but definitely not going over that today. Underneath that, we have Lead for Gold, Slice, Beacon Rounds, Demolitionist, and Stats for All. Next to that, in magazines in column 2, we have a Pendant Mag, Flared Magwell, Alloy Magazine, High Explosive Ordnance, Implosion Rounds, Extended Mag, Tactile Mag, and High Velocity Rounds. And then when it comes to barrels, I always go for a Smart Drift Control option, but if you guys have a different choice than Smart Drift, then be my guest. And then, like I said before, this is Indebted Kindness 2.0, so it is a rocket assisted frame. Now for the God Roll. This is basically the main one I am having. I will give you guys options after we get the main one out. I am personally rocking Smart Drift Control, High Explosive Ordnance, Lead for Gold, One for All, and when it comes to the Masterwork, I am doing a Blast Radius or Reload Speed Masterwork. I do think right now I have Reload Speed, but Blast Radius is another good one. Now, when it comes to different options for magazines instead of High Explosive Ordnance, you may want to run a Tactile Mag or High Velocity Rounds, but High Explosive Ordnance is definitely my go-to. When it comes to column 3, Lead for Gold is my personal preference, but Stats for All, Beacon Rounds, and even Subsistence are notable mentions. And then when it comes to the One for All selection, you guys can also rock Vorpal Weapon, which is a little bit more consistent, constant damages to big targets that really do need to be eliminated, quickly in content that matters. Desperate Measures, depending on your build, is another great option. And then of course Golden Tricorn if you also have a build that is revolving around the ability to get kills around Strand in this case. So that requires your melee, that requires potentially your grenade, and then obviously your weapon. So yeah, those are the different options when it comes to God Rolls. There is definitely a lot of flexibility, and since this is crafted, you could definitely mix and match if you guys have the mats to really see what truly fits in your hands the best. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say on this God Roll for the Call Sidearm. Again, Indebted Kindness 2.0, I would even argue that this is better than Indebted Kindness because of the origin trait. It's Strand, which gives it a lot more flexibility in your loadout choices. There's just so much here to love, and I am really ecstatic that a weapon like this exists in the PvE sandbox. It is going to be near impossible for me to take off, especially with that super energy benefit. But like I said before, we have tons of videos to talk about. We will be talking about the auto rifle pretty damn soon. So if you guys aren't subscribed, what are you waiting for? You obviously watched the entirety of this video, so hit that subscribe button and bell to be notified when I do drop more content. Also, if you guys enjoyed, definitely drop this video a like. And as always, in all of my videos, if you guys want to drop a comment revolving around this, information in this video, maybe you have a different God Roll you like and you want to explain why, definitely drop a comment down below. I love having a conversation with you guys, especially in the realm of Destiny, when you guys are fair and respectable. Because sometimes you guys drop a comment that's like hot, and I'm like, yo, chill out. It's just a video game. You don't need to say all that stuff about people from Bungie. But besides that, I practically have nothing else to say. Hope you guys have a good one. I'm gonna go back to watching the world's first raid. Still not done. Right now it's 9 hours. That's insane. But yeah, hope you guys have a good one. ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.